Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I didn't even plan this. This is a project because I'm kind of forced into a project so I don't waste anything. So what happened was I printed out a vinyl sheet for a tumbler, and look at how small that image came out. It should have taken up this whole page. So my printer settings were off, and I did chuck this in the garbage, and then I grabbed it real quick and I'm like, nope. I'm going to do something with this. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. And then I thought, what if I cut out most of the image for a tray mold? So this is my vinyl that I cut out. I'm leaving the paper on the back, so it's sticky underneath there. Like I said, this is for a tumbler, but I can't use it for a tumbler. So what I did was I traced this, cut it out, fit it, like dry fit it, and then I put a clear Mod Podge. You could probably see the brush marks. So I sealed it with Mod Podge just so my inks don't like run in the resin by chance. I always seal my inks when I print something myself. So what I'm going to do, because it's not cut perfectly, I mean it's pretty good, but it's not perfect. I'm going to fill, so this one holds 6 ounces, 6 fluid ounces total. And if you just want to do the trim on this particular one, it holds 1 ounce. So I have mixed up already my Fast Cure, 1 ounce. And I'm going to glitter up the edge. I'm going to glitter the edge with this Crown of Gold, just to go with the beach. I do put this a lot in my beach scenes because I think it looks really pretty with your sand. And then I'm going between these two for the backing. I haven't used this one but one time, and I remember when I used it, it looked absolutely gorgeous in resin, better than it does out of resin, and I kept telling myself, remember that. So I have to go get another package of this, but I do have some more, so I'm probably going to use this one because it does kind of go with this paper. And first I was going to do this one. This is my Beyond Blue, which I use a lot, but that's not quite the right blue for the paper, even though it would look pretty. I'm going to pour that on the back so you don't see that it's paper inside. So I'm definitely going to use my Tropical Oasis. You're probably going to want to remember that name because this is gorgeous inside resin. So here's my 1 ounce. No need to put it through a vacuum chamber or anything because glitter will not hide the bubbles, or will hide the bubbles. What am I talking about? Glitter will hide the bubbles, so you don't have to get the bubbles out. So I'm just going to douse this with glitter. Nice and thick. That's plenty. Oh, look at that. I got a piece of sand in here from my last project. All right, so I'm just going to pour this all the way around. Make sure it's not going to get up on there, so I'll just... Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to spray it with alcohol. That seems to work great, even though I missed that part of it. At least the rest will be done. It seems to work great to release any bubbles that like hang on to your edge. So I will just get it in the best I can and then squeegee it down because I don't want it to go over that edge. I do have some left, which I kind of figured I would. I always do. Let me find one of my silicone tools here. And I'm just going to squish it over. And then I'm going to probably like wipe it down because I don't want any glitter over there or on the front because my image is going right there. And I'm going to turn this heat mat on because I would like to get this poured in the next hour or so. This is just perfect amount. I do have some left. What can we make out of that? Probably got, I guess it didn't hold a full ounce because I just mixed a full ounce and I've got plenty left. So maybe a ½ ounce. So I'm just going to wipe all my glitter off, get it completely clean so it doesn't interfere with the image. And I will pour this into a mold of some sort that will be a surprise to you when I come back. All right, that's it for now. It is the next day, and it's time for layer number 2, which I completely forgot I needed a second layer, because if you lay this down directly on this surface right now, it's just going to be exposed to everything. So we do need a resin layer right there. So that was 2 ounces of my quick cure, really thick resin. You see it worked in the vacuum chamber. I don't have any problems with my quick cure in there. Some people had mentioned that they did. I also saw a comment that they had turned their vacuum chamber on, got it up to the gauge where the gauge is supposed to be, and then shut it off and let it sit in there. But don't shut your vacuum chamber off while it's running, while you're trying to get bubbles off. Get it up to pressure and just leave it there. At least this took about 3 minutes, but it's only 2 ounces. So definitely don't turn your vacuum chamber off if you are using one and you're trying to get bubbles out of your stuff, or it's not going to work properly. So I just remembered that right now, so I figured I'd say that. So I'm just gonna clean off the little bits that cured, a little piece of glitter right there. So I figured this was 6 ounces total. I put a ½ ounce in now, 5½ left. So I think I might not use it all. I'm only gonna use as much as it takes to cover that surface, and then let it sit here just like I do the paper and napkins, or paper or napkins in resin. You let it sit for about an hour and a half until it's really, really tacky before you lay it in there. Well, I guess I am going to use the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to use all 2 ounces. Get it as bubble free as you can. It is thin, so if you don't have any way to remove the bubbles, be careful, mixing it by hand. If you have even a mixer, that would help. And then just spray it with your alcohol or whatever, torch if you torch. I don't like to torch much anymore because I don't want to ruin molds. I'm just trying to get out these little bits, although I guess it doesn't matter for the top of this. So let me just spray it real quick, make sure everything's out. These are little stray bits of glitter, but I don't think it's gonna matter. What I should have done was put some sparkle dust in here. Now that I think about it, I wonder if I can mix it in and it would look okay. I'm going to sprinkle, let me think about this for a second. I think I'm going to sprinkle my Seriously Shimmery one on here. This one has blue and green shimmer to it. It's not the rainbow one that has all the shimmer to it, all the colors. So I think, because I do want shimmer in there, I don't know why I didn't think of this before I poured it. I'm just going to just sprinkle it on the top. It doesn't really need to be embedded. You're still going to see it. I just hope it doesn't all move to the center. I might try to stir in it. I just don't want to create bubbles now that I took them all out. Let me see if I'm going to create bubbles. I just think it might stay in place better if I can get it under the surface. And I don't want a lot. I just wanted that little tiny hint. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it looks pretty. So an hour and a half, I'm going to come back and lay this in. Can you see the sparkle? Let me see if I could zoom in. Probably not. Oh, there it is. So that should look pretty on the front. Okay, see you in a sec. I think I'm going to open this one up while we wait for that. I've never put glitter in here, I don't think. I don't remember putting glitter. I could have. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that came out really pretty. That's amazing. Even glitter looks good. Everything looks good. Here's one sitting here with mica powders from the other day. I have these everywhere. I give a lot away too. Here's another one with mica powders. So the sparkle is just as beautiful with glitter in it. Okay, I just couldn't wait any longer, so I figured I'd come back and do that. Now I gotta wait. So I totally forgot that I had to leave in like 15 minutes. So yeah, I have to lay this in here. I don't have a choice because it'll be cured by the time I get back. So I'm just going to go for it and pray it's okay, because it's really, really, it's not tacky. I don't want the edges to curl up. I hope when I get back the edges are not curled. I wonder if I just put the edges just below the surface, if that will help. So you're going to get a good lesson today on whether or not which way is going to work better. Let me just get some resin up over this edge. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot I had to leave. Oh well, live and learn, right? Your edges will generally curl if you do it too wet like this. But being that, I might be okay because you're not going to see the edges because of the glitter. So I'm just kind of, I can't get any resin up over this side. It must be too close to the edge. I cut it too perfect. All right, well, there it is. It's in now. Ay, ay, ay. This side is coming up. Probably because I can't get any resin from it. I hope this isn't a total loss. I think I'll turn it over when I get home to make sure before I put a third layer on. Okay, well, there it is, guys. Your guess is as good as mine as if it's going to work tonight. Well, I came back home and I quick come and check it, and everything looks good. It's cured, and nothing is like curled up on the edges or anything. So I think it's good. Hopefully there's no bubbles underneath. I don't feel any air pockets. So I did mix up 4 ounces of resin. I'm going to use my Tropical Oasis, and I'm going to just douse it with glitter. Pour it in, and that's it. I mean, this is the back. You don't have to do much if you don't want to, but you're going to see it. I mean, you'll probably see the levels of the layers on the side. I do want more, but look at this glitter in the resin. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Look at that. It's got blues and greens and golds. Way prettier in resin than it is out of resin. Look, here's the difference. All those colors don't come out until, and I didn't know that for the longest time until I did my alphabet with you guys with all the glitters. When I saw it in resin, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need an excuse to use that. All right, I think, you know what? I'm gonna put a couple drops of glue in here just because I don't want it to sink. It's a medium, so it's 4 ounces of resin. I'm gonna do 4 drops. 4 drops of Elmer's clear glue. Thicken it up and it'll hold it suspended so it doesn't all sink. Gets it nice and thick and gooey. That should be good. And then all we got to do is cure it again. And we will be unmolding in, well, 2 days. Yeah, this is like a 3-step process, unfortunately. This isn't going to take all of it. It was just easier to measure 4 ounces than it was 3.5. So, of course, I have another half. Ooh, I'm going to make a flower with that 1/2 ounce. I want to see what this one looks like in that flower mold I have. This one here. The one we already demolded. I always squirt the flour with alcohol too, especially with thick resin. Let's see what we got. Is there enough? Oh, there's plenty. There's still enough for a pendant. My gosh, so many of these videos lately have so many extras. That's all right. All right, I'm gonna go grab another mold for this and I'll see you on demold. Everything is cured, it's time to unmold, but let's show you the extras. So I had enough for 3 pendants. Here's the first one. So pretty. I haven't done that one for a while. And then this one, which I just top coated with a little UV resin and cured. So it gives it a little extra shine. All my pendant molds, they're getting so well used that they don't come out shiny. And then I put a little gold turtle. I top coated it with UV resin, put the turtle on, cured it, and then added the pinch bail. So that is so pretty. I just love that color. I just love that color. So let's do this one first. See how it comes out. It should come out nice. Yep. There it is. So you can put glitter in here. You can put mica powder in there and alcohol ink. All right, this is solid as a rock. Let's just hope. A couple little bits there. Let's hope it came out okay because of that stupid mistake I made earlier, not waiting till it was tacky. A little bit of trimming to do, but not much. Are we ready? Oh, it did work. Look at that. It is pretty. You see the sparkle in there? Just a hint, like I probably could have put more in. There's one bubble right there. You know what I could do? I could put a charm. I was thinking about putting some, and there's a bubble right there. That's okay, and there's a bubble right there. There's a few, but it's an underwater scene, so you really can't notice them. That's how long it took me to find them. I'm gonna think about putting something on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to. Let me just play around with it, and I'll let you know in just a second. So I pulled out some gold charms and some seashells. I have all these seashells. And I was placing them on here thinking, maybe I'll put 3D, you know. And then I'm thinking, well, it doesn't kind of look that great. And then they would be there forever and it might interfere with whoever gets this using it as a tray mold. So I decided I'm going to just leave well enough alone for once. So I hope you guys like it. It looks like that technique worked out okay. I wouldn't do it again if just because you have more of a chance of getting air bubbles underneath that. But I do like it. I think it came out really pretty. Look at the back color is so pretty. I love that color. I know you guys can't tell in the stinking videos, but everybody who has gotten pieces from me says they look better in person. Now here's the side. You can see it's not a very even side because of that piece of paper that I had to put in early. So you can always paint the side gold. Maybe I will do that just because it will cover that. I'm not sure. Anyway, I will get you pictures at the end. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye.